Hey everyone, it's Presley at ActOutGames.com here with Pino Chichi. And today we're going to be doing 23andme.
What is 23andme?
A DNA test. That's all I know about it though.
Some genetic testing. You're going to learn things about your DNA makeup.
I am creating stuff. Please wait.
Huh?
I am getting ready. Please wait.
Okay, so we've got the little test. Presley, go ahead and open yours up. Take it out.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we both got a little test. And
It's a stop. Mommy's
going to do one too. Yeah, so register the kit first, which I've already done. You go online and register the kit after you get it in the mail.
This is complicated.
No, I don't think it's all that complicated. Let's see.
What's this bag?
Don't be throwing stuff around. All right. So see, there's like a little funnel almost there. Right. So it says here.
No food or drink.
No food or drink for 30 minutes. So we did that. No eating or drinking for 30 minutes. Spit
That's a toothbrush.
to the fill line. So you got to spit until it fills all the way up there.
So fills all the way up to where?
The fill line, that black line right there. Turn it right, yep, right there. And then you'll close the funnel and take it off and put a top on it. And we'll weigh that in. All right. So we're gonna spit here for a few minutes until we fill these things up. You wanna race? All right. Cheers. Is there like a liquid? Is there liquid in your cap? I don't know what that is. Oh, it must be like some preservative stuff, right? So this when you close it, this will poke a hole in that and we'll mix that fluid in with the saliva to preserve it and get it ready for DNA testing. That's cool, huh? They didn't mention that. All right, ready? Go. It's gonna take a bit. It looks like it actually doesn't go all the way to the bottom now.
Oh, so the preservatives may push it down there on the preservatives.
Maybe. So it's not as much spit as I thought it was going to be. Oh, look, yeah, I'm over.
You're way over.
Yep, alright, well, so don't count the foam. Just count the liquid there.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let's see what happens when we close this. Ready?
Ooh. Cool.
Let me see it.
Done?
That looks good to me.
Yay.
You want to close the top? Here, I'll hold it. Okay, yeah, so you close the top, and the top's got some liquid in there that's probably a preservative of some kind or something. There we go. And then once you do that, it adds to the saliva down in there. And then go ahead and screw the top off.
I was going to rip it off.
No.
And then break it.
And then screw that on top on.
My bag.
Let me do it.
My bag. My bag.
So now we have a little tube of Presley spit.
Yes.
Full of her DNA goodness. Right? We'll put that in the bag.
Like I'm trick-or-treating for my saliva.
Tear off the sticky paper thing.
And we close it up.
Seal the bag. And put the bag back in your box.
Put it in the box. Put this in the box. Squish it.
Close your box. Peel this little.
I have no idea what to do with this.
I think we're probably just going to throw that away.
Yeah. Or we could use it to funnel spit to stuff.
If we ever needed to funnel spit again, we'd be happy that we had one of those. That's right. So now we have 2 genetic testing kits. They're already postage paid, ready to go. We'll just stick them in the mailbox tomorrow, and they'll go out in the mail.
Tonight.
And then 6 weeks, I think they said 4 to 6 weeks or something like that, you'll be able to log in the website and see the results of your genetic testing. So I'm sure down the road, when that time comes, we'll do a vlog on how that went. In the meantime, you can check out 23andme. We will say that, I guess while we're doing this real quick, this is almost like a little Presley's Perspective opportunity. 23andme is getting in a little bit of trouble right now. If you read the newspapers, they're kind of getting in trouble. It's an interesting thing. So the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, which is the government that controls medicines, that makes sure that medicines are healthy and that they work and that they do what they're supposed to do, right? So you can't sell anything that says that it cures a disease or diagnoses a disease or does those kind of things without the FDA approving it and saying it's okay.
Same with the doctor.
Like a doctor, right? And they test the research, they make sure that the research is valid. So 23andme hasn't gone through all that FDA testing. And for a long time, they were just saying, this is for information, right? Here, we'll test your DNA. You'll get some information about your genetic test back. But just recently, it sounds like they started changing some of their marketing where they were coming in and saying that they'll help you diagnose diseases. And the FDA got mad about that because they didn't do the FDA testing and they're claiming to diagnose diseases. So what the FDA is scared about is that you'll get this test back and it'll say you're at risk for some disease, so you may seek some treatment that you don't need, or it may say that you're not at risk for some disease and you just ignore it and you end up getting that disease, and so they want people to have like informed decisions or something, I guess. But so they sent a letter to 23andme and told them to stop doing the test. So that'll be a curious thing is to see what 23andme, if we get these tests done. I assume we're still going to get them done, but they're starting a fight with the government. And it's about like the government saying that you shouldn't be able to get results of your genetic testing back without getting it through a doctor so that a doctor can tell you what it means, which to me is not a good thing because we sort of own our genetic material and we should be able to see our genetic material if we want to, whether we want a doctor involved or not. So it's about to start a big fight about how people own their genetic testing and how you can get information about it. So it'll be pretty cool. What do you think? Do you have an opinion at all?
No.
It's kind of a complicated subject, right? Yeah.
Complicated.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think you should be able to get a test that tells you about your genetic makeup without having to have a doctor involved, right?
Right.
You own it. It's you.
It's me.
Right. So 23andme should be careful about what they claim to be able to
DNA.
do. Your DNA is right there. Yeah. So yeah, 23andme should be careful about what they claim that they're capable of doing through genetic testing. One of the interesting things, like there's a billion, genes, right, or billions, and so they're only testing a few hundred of them. And so they were kind of saying that it's like somebody I was watching the other day said it's kind of like picking up a giant book, like the last Harry Potter, or the biggest. Which one's the biggest? The fifth one?
Fifth, yeah.
So like picking up the fifth Harry Potter book and reading 6 words randomly out throughout the book and then thinking you know what Harry Potter's all about.
Yeah.
It's probably not a good idea, right? But if
you have to read the books to know what's going on.
Yeah. And so that's kind of their only test. They're not testing all of your genes. They're just testing some of them, the ones that they know are associated with different things. So I'll be curious. We'll see what happens.
Well, that wasn't making more sense.
Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Johnny.
Bye.